television events.
Or live internet.
Hey guys,
Hey.
we are live here from IndieCade. Welcome to the Skybound Insider. I'm Mike Cruz.
I'm Genevieve Jones.
And we have two awesome guests with us sitting on this couch.
That's us.
Stop.
Tell us
We're
who you
only
are.
mostly awesome.
Tell us who you are.
I'm T. I'm from Cinefix.
I'm Michael Traynor from the Walking Dead television show.
What?
It's a little upstart show. You guys should tune in, give it a try.
Never heard of it.
Oh, yeah, no.
So Mike and I
I've
are
been
here
watching
from
Scandal,
Skybound.
sorry.
You've been watching Scandal. Mike only watches Scandal on his phone all the time. We're
Enough
like, Mike, you're
Skybound,
driving.
let's
He's
talk
like, I'm watching
fashion.
Scandal. So Mike and I are here from Skybound.
Yes.
We're so excited that you're here to join us. And we realized that Mike and I are inside Skybound all the time, but we want you guys to get inside Skybound now with us too.
Yeah.
So welcome to the Skybound Insider.
Yes, and look, if you check out everything that's at the front of this table, we are giving it away for free today.
That's right.
If you sign up for Skybound Insiders, the Skybound Insiders program at twitch.skybound.com, you can be eligible to win any of this stuff at the end of the stream.
Delivered by Robert Kirkman.
Yeah, to your door.
That last statement may not be true.
No, but he did sign that Lucille bat. So if you want a Lucille bat signed by, like, Babe Ruthed by Robert Kirkman, you can do that. But since we have someone from The Walking Dead, and we have a fan of The Walking Dead, and Skybound is the home of The Walking Dead,
That's
why
right.
don't we talk about season 6, guys?
We've got to talk about it.
'Cause
I feel like we put you guys in a gauntlet together. By the way,
That's
we're
good.
like, all right, you can't get out
There's
this
no
side,
shame.
can't get out that side. Now you guys got to talk about it.
Only one of us
Talk
gets
about
out of
what's
here.
going
Go,
on.
run, T. I'm going to distract him.
So season 6, episode 1, episode 2, crazy. Gnarly things are happening.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about it.
It's been shot out of a cannon since the season started, and
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, the last Sunday's episode in particular with Carol in her, I don't even know what disguise she's on by now because she's just like the chameleon of our group, but she's so amazing. I'm obsessed with her.
She has so many emotions.
Yeah.
In there,
Yeah.
behind all of the, like, I'm also Rambo.
And
Fierce
think where her
rainbow.
character started. I mean, she was
Yeah.
like, in that shell of
Right.
being kind of like a beaten wife. And now she's like out on the other side of it, like the baddest bitch there is. I love her.
Yeah,
feel so
just
every
when I
wolf
thought-
she- oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
You
I was just
talk.
going to say, just when I thought she couldn't get any more interesting, she did.
Yeah.
It's amazing, but yes.
I was just going to say, like, every wolf she kills, she probably imagines her ex-husband's face on and just
Yeah.
goes
Yeah.
for it.
Yes, yeah,
That
yeah,
rage
yeah, yeah.
is unleashed.
That's
Yeah.
true, but there's also all these, like, really interesting moments with Morgan where he's doing his whole, like, Yoda thing, like,
Yes.
don't kill anybody, it's bad. Don't you feel bad, Carol?
Yeah.
And she has these, like, I do feel bad. Kill, kill, kill. Oh, I don't like it. Kill, kill, kill. And that just, I feel like that makes it so much more interesting than if she had just become some sort of, like, sniper warrior.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Her struggle is that she has to fight against her conscience. She's still somebody who has a conscience, which is like,
I almost
Gnarly.
think more so
Unlike
than
you.
Rick. Oh, my conscience is clean.
Yeah,
man.
I was gonna
yeah.
When I left the revolving door, Noah was alive.
Yeah.
Glenn let go.
I often wonder, since I knew I was going to have the opportunity to meet you today, which is very exciting as a huge fan, I was wondering if you're able to go out in public and if people are giving you the stink eye when you're just living your normal life. Like if they can't separate you and they're just like, you know what I mean? Just glaring at you at
There's
the
a little
target.
bit. I feel as though everyone thinks that I was somebody they hated in high school because they can't quite recognize me,
Right.
but they have a bad vibe. It's like, hold on, calculus? Miss
Right.
Fields class? Is that you?
that upside
Either
down
way,
bathroom
I'm gonna
situation.
go
Yeah, exactly. exactly.
I have to admit something. I'm gonna hold your hand for a second.
Oh, guys, this is getting real.
All right.
Thanks
I really,
for support.
I really want you to die.
I have a
buddy.
puppy that I have to feed, man.
No,
I
not
need the
you.
job. I need the job.
Oh, that's true. You do.
Yeah,
need
yeah.
it. See, I'm so conflicted because I think your character is so interesting, and I still don't understand why Glenn saved you.
Yeah.
At
Glenn
all.
has forgiven you, but I have not.
But
It's true. Nicholas
so
has like 9 lives.
So I
He's gone
want
through
you to
8.
die so bad, but I also don't. I also like. I'm like, what is he going to do? How is he going to grow? How is this relationship between Glenn and Nicholas going to develop?
And that's what's so masterful, I think, about the entire show, but especially like seasons like 5 and 6 with Scott Gimple and Robert Kirkman, what they're able to do about not just having these spectacles of action, but these characters that are so complex, you don't know. I want you to die, don't. Carol and Morgan, all the complexities of like their philosophical drives against this backdrop of like gruesome violence. That's what makes it awesome.
And just how much their experiences have changed them. Just going
Yeah.
back to what Genevieve was saying, you know, Carol has come such a long way, but perhaps if Carol had managed to be in Alexandria when the shit hit the fan, she might have just been one of those women in there who doesn't even know how to use a gun and is hiding in a closet.
Right.
It's true.
Right.
She'd
Still
just be
getting
like,
beaten by her
she
husband,
would
very
be making
possibly.
cookies
Yeah.
and like cleaning
Yeah.
the pantry. Because what else? And still getting beaten by her husband.
And like that dynamic between her and the women who were sheltered is so interesting in 601 and 602.
Yeah.
Her having to confront these women being like, whoa, I can kind of pretend to be like you and have a conversation with you, but like at my core, very different from
There's
you.
such distant echoes of who she was.
Yeah,
exactly.
absolutely.
She's
Yeah.
been there before, but that part is done.
Yes. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
hoping
yeah.
for some Nicholas Carol action in season 6.
I don't know that she'll be able to forgive
Hey,
you.
baby,
I
I often kill people, but I love cookies. What's up?
I've spent this season constantly worried about who's going to die.
yeah.
And lots of people have died, but in terms of like the main cast, I keep worrying about who's going to die, and I
Right.
just want to stop worrying about who's going to die and start worrying about who's going to have sex with each other.
You're still thinking about Scandal, aren't
Yeah,
you?
that's a very different show.
I'm also thinking on Cinefix, because I work on Cinefix with T sometimes. I work on a show called What's the Difference, and we've done the first 3 seasons of Walking Dead, but comparing the show to the comic book.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more boning in the comic book.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nearly
that's
enough
right.
boning
Yeah,
for
yeah,
my
yeah,
taste
yeah.
on the show.
Huh?
Not nearly enough boning on the show for my taste.
But that does happen. We film all those boning scenes for the show. They just aired during commercial breaks. It's for the cast. We just
Yeah.
love each other a lot.
AMC, what are you doing to me?
Yeah, AMC, take us to the bone zone.
Take
Yeah.
us to the
Take
the
us
bone
to the bone zone. Yeah.
Hashtag Bone Zone. Let's get that trending, guys.
Yeah, we found the Skybound IndieCade hashtag.
Uh-huh.
It's
Bone Zone.
Bone Zone.
No one really knows why. We are not going to explain. This is a commercial break right now. No one even knows. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not on.
We're getting punished.
So, but okay, wait. I do want to talk about Nicholas's. I mean, you feel bad this season, right? Like you're
Oh,
coming
yeah.
back. Like these past 2 episodes have been a huge change for you.
Yeah, I do think that he realized the error of his ways and is genuinely, to the best of his ability, trying to be a productive member of the Rictatorship of Alexandria.
The Rictatorship.
Yeah. Because
But
he
it's
felt
awkward
threatened.
sometimes because people are like, not you, dude. And you're
Yeah.
like, I'm trying here.
Yeah.
That's me at home watching the show. I'm like, mm-mm.
Yeah. Step back.
I see you're trying to help, but I don't believe
I
you.
still don't trust you.
But I totally, Nicholas saved Heath. And in 601, there's good. Good can come from forgiveness.
Yeah, I think the interesting thing about Nicholas is that all of his treachery seems to be fear-based.
Yes.
He doesn't seem to just be an evil guy under there. It's just like, okay, he's done some cowardly things or questionable things because he's terrified.
Well, and that's it. I mean, like, so I played D&D a lot when I was a kid. And Nicholas and his group are like these 5th-level warriors doing okay behind the gates of Alexandria. But then in walk these, like, 20th-level, epic-level badasses. And he was like, that's a threat to my well-being. And he tries rolling some dice to kill Glenn, and he just comes up a lot of bad rolls.
I only have
Yeah.
a 6-sided die. I only have
Exactly, yeah.
6.
Oh, I just rolled a 1.
They have 20.
Damn.
Yeah, he's like Tanya Harding. you
He's
know?
very Tanya Harding. And that's who I base the character on.
That's a
Scott
reference I can
Gimple.
get behind.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes. Scott
Nicholas
Gimple
Nancy
ixnayed
Kerrigan.
the ice skates. And I was like, they're also weapons, Scott.
What is it like working with Scott on set?
He's great. We don't get him on set all that often because he's back at the
He's had a
hive
baby,
mind
too.
kind of. Yes, he has a baby, and
yeah.
he's working to make sure we get these amazing scripts and editing. But when he is on set, it's so great because everything is so well thought out.
Yeah.
You ask him a question, and he doesn't even have just like a random opinion. He has, this is the reason why we've created the character this way. This is why Nicholas feels threatened. These are these elements you can use to have a more nuanced performance. And that's amazing. If I had that job, I'd just be like lying all the time and making things out from the seat of my pants. Exactly.
He
maybe is. He's probably the best actor on the show.
He just wears a bow tie, so you're like, I believe you right now. You've thought about that.
You're like the doctor.
You're a
Exactly.
doctor. He is like a doctor.
What a surgical answer, Scott. Thank you.
Okay, I have another question. When you're shooting down in Atlanta, it's hot,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And so you're all out there on set together. Do you feel like that heat bonds you as a cast, or like does it affect the way?
It bonds the whole group, like the cast and the crew. Everyone is in the thick of it. We're out there in the deep woods of Georgia, dodging snakes, dodging ticks, dodging all kinds of critters, and
How do you dodge a tick?
it's very. You come by bushes, you just jump.
Little tiny twitching.
We all run like deer, just very sprightly and through the woods. And you bond. Everyone, like at lunch, you just gather together and go, oh, a few more hours, guys. We're going to get through this day. We're going to tell this story. And that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are like at war together.
There are a lot of like words they use similar to military endeavors and filming. And there really is a sense of camaraderie that you can't quite explain it, but you know, you've been through the Georgia heat for telling a story and you get it and everyone feels good. Like the sound guys, the crew, wardrobe, when we all nail a scene, everyone feels good about that. And it does, I feel as though the fans pick up on that. And there's something, I don't know, woo-woo and magical that gets transferred by the cameras.
Yeah. And even now that we're into season 6, like, you can tell that the cast has been through so much together. And they physically have in the story, you know, in front of us on the screen, but there is something kind of magic behind it. We're like, oh, these people have survived something huge together.
Yeah.
And it's human and basic, and you can't just like invent that or act that.
No, they have such history now to draw on for their relationships and where the characters are evolving. I think Glenn, like it's so fun for me to watch Glenn and go like, there's that like scrappy pizza boy who's now, he's badass.
Yeah, you always
He's got his
forget he was a
side
pizza
holster,
boy.
his
He's
hair
just
looks
dropping off
good.
some za.
Yeah.
And then the zombie apocalypse hit.
Yeah.
Different kind of
Yeah.
Z word.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to have to get pretty soon. We're going to move into our segments about indie games because we're here at IndieCade, and this is really all about independent developers. But we really wanted to talk about The Walking Dead because we had Michael here, and
Thank
that's
you
really
for having
exciting
me.
for us. But before we move on, there have been 2 episodes, and there's one tomorrow. And I've seen the previews, and you're in that preview a lot. So I don't think you should talk because you have so many spoilers in your brain.
Oh,
Unless
but
you
we're well
wanna
trained
go
not to
ahead and
spoil
just
anything.
Tell me.
Well, there's an alien mothership. That
No.
I knew it.
No, not
no
the
one
aliens.
saw it coming.
Your set does have a lot of security when it comes to the IP,
Yes.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's like Gail Ann Hurd
Yeah.
specialty.
That's and also it's good. We want to keep it secret. We want people to
Absolutely.
have the surprise and the experience.
Because it's not a show that you TiVo. It's a show that you watch live with
Yeah.
everybody. And
Yeah.
if
Well,
any of that
I
stuff...
TiVo it and watch it immediately after because I don't do commercials.
Oh, okay. Fair enough, fair
You
enough.
still don't get the bone zone even if you TiVo it. You still
No.
miss the
Bye,
commercial.
Bone
How am I
Zone.
going to get
Bye,
my
Bones.
hands on that bone zone?
Yeah. He can get it for you. He probably has
I
all
finally
of
He's
the
got
secret
the,
tapes.
he's got the live Twitch feed to the Bone
Exactly.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us here talking about The Walking Dead at the Skybound Insider. If you want to get any of these prizes, we've got SteelSeries peripherals for you. We've got games of Super Fight. We've got Walking Dead Skybound merch signed by Robert Kirkman himself. And we've got a couple of game keys of the games that we're streaming today. Thank you so much to Michael and T for joining
you.
us here at the
Thanks.
Skybound Insider. Make sure to sign up for insiders at twitch.skybound.com. And we will be back really soon with our first game, Armello. Hey guys, in case you missed our live stream this Saturday on Twitch from IndieCade, this was the beginning of it. Thank you so much to Michael Traynor and T from Cinefix for coming out and talking about Season 6 of The Walking Dead. So much has happened since then. Let us know in the comments below what you think of Season 6 so far, and make sure to tune in for the rest of the week because we're going to be uploading all of the rest of the stream from IndieCade where we talk to some really cool independent developers and play some of their crazy games that they've spent this last year making. So make sure to subscribe to Skybound for more awesome creator-driven content.